So one way to capture the shape, this little angle that's right here, is just to use the old board as a template. Lay your new cleat on top of it. Just take your pencil, make a little mark on the edge there. Come around, do the same thing on the other side. And then when you flip it over, you can take a straight edge, just lay it, whoop, there go the fingers. Just lay it between the two and connect it. So something, little guide to let you know what to cut on. End up with a little cut line like that. You get the shape and your finished product will match up like that. You come in and notice some of these little short bevels. Probably just take a belt sander, take the edge of that off, slide down here. We've got one back towards the back. It's got a little bit bigger bevel to it. Might just kind of throw it on the table saw and slice that end off. These are the floorboards for the 1980 Drascombe Lugger ONKAHYE. Cut out the planks to shape, and now we're working on the little cleats to connect them. I mentioned earlier, you leave your boards lined up when you first trace out the pattern and put these perpendicular lines across. Pick them up on the table, cut them each out, and then when you lay them back down, you can kind of get them back in the same general spot. We'll do next is, and we could so we'll mark the position of the cleats. We'll just transfer it over to the new board and we'll start putting on these new cleats. Got one more to cut to length, and then we'll cut the bevels. Actually, two more to cut to length. We'll cut the bevels and start attaching them. The way we rip the cleats out, we just took one, found the width, it was about 1 3/4 inches. Set 1 3/4 on the table saw and just started running this scrap through. Started with the small pieces first, left over from cutting out the planks. We was able to get a couple of cleats out of that, and the piece that came off of this longest board. Then I took the piece that was left over from this middle board and was able to get the remaining cleats out of that, plus have a little piece of board left over for some future project. So that's where we're at now with the floorboards for Drascombe Lugger.